here I have my finished retopology. Oh, I am going to take this object and do a file export selection. I'm going to choose where to save it. I'm going to put it in my assets folder of my bust assignment. Looks like I have one here already, so I'll just overwrite that just in case. There we go. Now I'm going to reopen my old file with my high resolution sculpt in it. Let's open this one up. Okay, here's my file with the high resolution sculpt. Now I'm going to do a file, import wavefront obj. I'm going to go up one into my assets folder. Here's my retopo. Let's import that. Here it is. You can see in the materials it came with a Maya material, so you can just click on the minus to get rid of that. There we go, it's gone. You can see I've got my head high, so I'm going to rename this retopo as head low. The names have to match exactly, be spelled exactly the same. I believe Substance Painter might be case sensitive too, so try to keep it all lowercase. I'm going to take my eyes high. I'm actually going to duplicate these as well, and these will be my low resolution eyes. Oh, there we go. I'm going to rename this as eyes underscore low. These high and low meshes will be used for baking. Now, if your character has any accessories or hair pieces or anything, you will have to do a high and low of those as well. Now, before our character can be textured, they're going to need a UV map. So let's go into edit mode on our character, and we will need to mark seams. So the first one you're going to want to mark, let's do one around the neck here. Right at the base of the neck, there should be a nice edge loop. You can alt-click to select right there. Let's do a mark seam. And another one right up the back of the head, usually ending about between the ears, depending on your character. Excuse any noises, I have a little visitor in my room. Let's get this right between the ears here. Mark seam. And we should have a nice edge loop around the ear we can select. Looks like that one goes all the way around. So I will do the same edge loop on the other side. Looks like those are identical. Right click, mark seam. And then we can continue this edge down, connecting to the ear. Right click, mark seam, easy. And we will also need to unwrap the shoulder area. So if we're lucky, we might have an edge loop that goes all the way around the bottom. And maybe we'll do this edge loop here. It's not an edge loop, but close enough. So let's mark seam here. And I'm going to continue this line down so that this bit can unwrap. Seam. And that's all you need to do for a human. Let's do a select all and go into UV editing mode. That's our UVs right now, they look yucky. Well, let's do a UV unwrap angle based and see what we get. There we go. So here's the bottom piece here. This is the shoulders. Here is your character's face, and here's the two ears. Sorry, there's a bird flying around my room. So let's do a select all, and let's do a UV average island scale. Average it all out. And we can do a UV pack islands. I'm going to set my margin to 0.01. sure we have a little space between our islands, and we'll do a little pack. There we go. Now, if you want to rotate these and move them, that's totally up to you, but it's not necessary. Oh, there's our character's UVs done. Now we will also need to UV map our fellow's eyes, but those are easy, don't worry. Let's hide the head for now, and here are my eyes low. Oh, because I have a mirror modifier on, hopefully these UVs should transfer over to the other side. Now eyes are going to be pretty easy to UV map. I'm just going to make a cut right down the middle and mark seam. Now go to UV editing mode. Let's do a little select all and unwrap angle based. And we should get two shells, one for the front and one for the back. I'm going to actually apply this mirror. I'll go into object mode for a second here. Apply the mirror. And let's have a look at our UVs. Let's do another unwrap. There we go. Now I've got the front and the back for both eyes. Now I want to see which of these shells is the back. Now I am going to see which of these is the back of the eye. Looks like this one and this one, okay. So these two I am actually going to scale down because you never look at the backs of your character's eyes. Unless they're doing a rolling their eyes back in their head sort of thing. And take these two front of the eyes. And I'm going to see if I can make them a little bit bigger. Maybe just slightly bigger. Making sure I don't have them poking out of the UV space. There we go. And these two little backs of the eyes I can just have off to the side here. So they're not important. There we go, there's the eyes UV mapped.